Do y'all think healthy relationships get boring?
That is my point exactly. That's one of the main reasons why relationships don't work. Because of the way society thinks. It is out of this world. A comment like that? Ah, good luck, everyone. Say bye to relationships. Say bye to love. Say bye to all of it. Apparaling all of that is boring. And we wonder why, as a society, relationships keep failing. I got nothing more to say.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. It's me again, WJ. Butterflies gone. I'm done. Words are very powerful. The lady asked a question. Do healthy relationships get boring? And you see the follow-up response. I have to disagree with this guy. Relationships do work. You have to do it the right way. Now, I understand the perspective he's coming from, but that's not that's not the right way to look at it if we want relationships. She asked a very legitimate questions. Do they get boring? My answer, yes, things can get boring, but you have to ensure you do the work. It's a constant motion. One person is boring today, you may be the boring one tomorrow. You pull each other up. But I think the focus really should be not on the butterflies, because the butterflies will come and go, regardless of where you go. If you have in a relationship, you leave that, you go to another one, you have butterflies, it's only a matter of time. Time tells the whole story. You will get back to your default. So it's not so much about the butterflies. We don't want to base our relationship on butterflies, but we want to base it on commitment. So we're going to watch a series of videos that address this. Please do not leave if you're considering leaving your relationship because you're not feeling the butterflies. Please hold on. There are ways we can rectify this. It could be better. Always remember where you first started from. There was love from the onset. Do not give that up. Take a look at this.
Every long-term relationship goes through this one critical phase, but most people mistake it as a sign to leave, and I don't want you to do that. It's called disillusionment, and it happens to every single couple. It's that moment when the honeymoon phase fades, and you start seeing your partner as they really are, not who you imagined that they were. Their quirks become irritations, their flaws feel bigger, and you start wondering, did I choose the wrong person? Here's the truth. Disillusionment isn't a sign to leave. It's an invitation to grow. But here's the kicker. Disillusionment doesn't just happen once. It's not like you move from the honeymoon phase to disillusionment and then, we live happily ever after. No. This phase repeats itself over and over and over again throughout the life cycle of a relationship. Disillusionment shows up during your major transitions, like having a baby, losing a job, dealing with illness. It also shows up in moments where life shakes you both and forces you to see each other and yourselves in a new and often uncomfortable light. Each time it can feel like, what happened to us? But it's not a sign to give up. It's a sign to lean in. Here's what it looks like in action. You're exhausted from parenting, and resentment bubbles up because it feels like you're carrying more of the load. You catch yourself thinking, they don't care as much as I do. I have to do everything. But instead of saying that out loud, and by the way, you can still think it, you say, hey, I'm overwhelmed and I'm starting to resent you. Can we figure this out together? Or you see your partner pull away during a period of grief or stress, and you want to yell, why can't you let me in? Instead, you soften and you say, I know you're hurting and I don't know how to help. Can you tell me what you need? Disillusionment is cyclical because relationships are live. They're constantly growing, changing, and being tested by life's pressures. And each time you work through it, you move into the next phase, more intimacy. This is where you choose each other not because it's easy or perfect, but because you're willing to do the work to stay connected. The couples who make it aren't the ones who never hit disillusionment. They're the ones who see it as part of the natural rhythm of a relationship and then use it as a chance to build deeper, more enduring intimacy.
Wow, that was powerful. It's not a time when the butterflies are gone. Instead of butterflies gone, I'm done. I think we should look at it as butterflies gone, time to grow. That's what she says. Look at it as a time to grow. And I totally agree. It's not just so much about the butterflies. And instead of thinking your relationship is boring, the other person is boring, you might just be the boring one too. It goes both ways. So it's not about the butterfly. It's about the commitment, choosing to stay. We love from the onset. We're going to carry it on, whatever it takes. Love is good, but commitment will carry you through. Take a look at this next video and please put your comments in the comment section below. Remember, butterfly's gone. Not that I'm done, but it's time to grow together. Take a look.
The one predictor of divorce. With 93.6% accuracy, he can tell you if a couple will get divorced by watching a silent video of them. Dr. John Gottman is a marriage and family counselor. He did the largest marriage experiment ever done. He brought couples in his lab. If one member of the couple shows that one-sided mouth raised towards the other, with 93.6% accuracy, they'll get divorced.
Crazy.
Why? Because he's looking for contempt. Contempt is one of the only emotions that doesn't go away. Fear comes in a burst, you calm down. Happiness comes, then you go back to normal. Anger comes and you calm down. Not contempt. If you feel scorn or disdain for someone else, if it is not addressed, it festers and it grows. And that is why at the end of a very bad marriage, you have two people who can't even look at each other. And so I want you to be, one, on the lookout for contempt, to be like, what's going on? Are you okay? What are you feeling? I want to be here for it, because then you're giving air to whatever that contempt is so it can be addressed. And then you can either fix it or become the enemy against it. And I have a very fervent belief that all couples have the same 3 fights. They might dress up as other things, but down low, they're the same 3 fights. You have to sit with your partner and figure out what are your basic, like root level 3 arguments. And that way, when you're in an argument, even if you feel like we still disagree, you can be like, oh, this is argument number 2. Okay,
We gotta end it.
We're in a stalemate on this one. Argument number 2, what are we doing today?
Wow, I love this. You know, I am so drawn to people that are more about solution than try to create more problems. She's about the solution. Unaddress disdain for one another. Talk about it. And I tell you what, a lot of times, if not all the time, if you can sit and talk through it, you'll find out it wasn't really as bad as you made it seem. Because this mind of ours can process things in so many ways that we don't even need to go. And one of the most dangerous things they talk about in a relationship is when we make decisions on assumptions. One of the most dangerous things, when you assume stuff because you can't talk about it, you don't voice it out, you don't ask questions, but you assume in your mind how the other person is or what they're thinking, and then you make your decisions based on that. Very, very dangerous. Butterfly's gone. I'm done. We're not doing that. It's butterfly's gone. It's time to grow. Let's talk about it. Let's be in this together. Well, we're going to watch this last video. It was sort of like cryptic storytelling. I saw it. I just thought it was appropriate. So we're going to watch it together. Please put your comments in the comment section below. It's all about having a mind for each other, being in the relationship together. It's not about butterflies. Butterflies will come and go. Believe you me. We all know that. So that's not what holds a relationship. It's not even just love. The commitment to the relationship is what holds it and takes it all through. Obviously, if you're a person of faith, you want to include God in it, right? But other than that, please be committed. Take a look at this last video and make what you want to make out of it. I really want to know what you think about this, but I just thought it was a little cryptic. Take a look at this.
About 6 months ago, my neighbor asked me for the Wi-Fi password. I gave it to him because it didn't cost me anything and because I got along with him. So yesterday I was walking home and he was at the door. I stopped to talk a bit as usual and he happily told me he now had Netflix. At that, I jokingly said, I work hard, barely got time to watch TV, but it's great. If you could go ahead and lend me your password, I appreciate it. So I could just watch some TV, you know, if I got any spare time at work.
Very nice.
Appreciate it. A voice was heard in the distance. It was his wife sitting in the car. Oh, we can't give it to him because I'm the one that paid and I can't share the password. The man apologized, subheaded. I said there was no problem. We kept talking about other things and shortly thereafter his wife came out. She seemed very nervous. Said the television wasn't working. My neighbor came into the house. I looked out the window. After a few minutes passed by, him and his wife came out to call me and told me that the Wi-Fi was not working. that the password wasn't going in. I look at them and I say, I changed my password. Because it's me paying
That was
and
cold.
I can't share it. The wife turned red and tried to say something, but I said, ma'am, I have my network, you have your Netflix. Everything is fine, everyone is happy. They turned around and left closing the door, and they never spoke to me again. This story isn't mine, but here's a lesson that I learned from it. Friendship must be mutual. Affection must be mutual. Sharing must be mutual.
Well, I told you it was a little cryptic. But the moral of the story, really, if you feel like butterflies are gone today, it might just be the other person feeling the same thing tomorrow. So we cannot base it on butterflies. We both have to be committed to it. Somebody down today, the one up picks the one down tomorrow. And it's cyclical. That's how it happens. Butterflies are good, but they can't hold water. Love is good. It's just not enough. The commitment makes the difference. Let's be committed to it. Whatever it takes, let's do it. Let's always remember the first time we got together. Let's not lose sight of that, because that would always be a good reminder. It would always be a good reminder for us. Stay committed to it, because the grass is never greener on the other side. Believe you me, the grass is greener where you water it. The grass is greener where you water it. Well, we're about to go. I had a story I wanted to tell, but I didn't want to take too much time, but I'll tell it anyway, and then we just wrap this up. I had a friend, we worked together, shared an office, and he'll come in every day. His wife just bothered the heck out of him because their grass wasn't doing well. The front of the house, the back, all around the house. But the neighbor directly opposite had a blooming grass. It was looking green. The flowers were all doing well, especially the flowers. So my friend will come every day, all sad, go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's. He just couldn't find a solution to it. It wasn't working out. So finally he decided he was going to go to and speak to this neighbor. Maybe they have some skills and techniques and whatever they doing to make it, the flowers look really nice and the grass is looking green and everything is just popping. He goes that morning before coming to work, stopped, because I knew something was up when he came to work that day. He was all bubbly. He was happy, unusually. I said to him, bro, what's going on? He said, guess what? I can't wait to get home today because my wife is going to have it from me. I said, what happened? He said, remember the grass thing I've been dealing with and the flowers thing in our house not doing well? And my wife said, I got to figure it out. So before I came to work today, I stopped by at the neighbors and asked him, sir, exactly what are you doing differently? Because I can figure mine out. So can you tell me? Said the neighbor looked up at him because he was obviously doing what he typically would do in the morning, you know, grooming the whole flowers and the grass and everything. Said the neighbor looked at him, smiled, then laughed, then got up to look at him right in the eye. Says, bro, I have to tell you, these flowers and this grass, they're not real. Go figure. You can finish up the story and you could have an imagination of what happened after that. But to wrap this up, you know how we like to do it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Butterflies gone. We don't want to be done. We want to grow. Be encouraged. We like to remind ourselves that we always remember we've got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye for now.